Okay, so this video is going to be about bar graphs and dot plots. So here we go. A bar graph is going to show the number of items in a specific category. So a bar graph would show, like, for example, colors, ice cream flavors, favorite sports, just categories. Dot plot is going to be the type of graph that shows the frequency or how often or how much of data with a number line. And you can use a bar graph and dot plots to make part to whole comparisons and equivalents. So let's start with the dot plot. So students in one social studies class were asked how many brothers and sisters or siblings they have. The dot plot here shows the results. So 1, 2, 3, 3 people have 0 siblings, 3 people have 1 sibling, 3 people have 2 siblings, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 have 3 siblings, 1, 2, 3, 4 have 4 siblings, 0 have 5 siblings, and 1 has 6 siblings. So from then I want to find the total because they give me enough information to find the total. 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10, 6 and 4 is 10, so there's 20. So 20 students were surveyed. So now I've kind of analyzed my graph. I can tell the majority of the people that were surveyed had 3 siblings. The least was 5 and 6 siblings. So I'm going to go to the questions. How many total students participated in the survey? Okay, we did that. 20. What fraction of the students said that they had 3 siblings? Well, 3 siblings would be 6. And since it's a fraction, 6 over 20. Divide that by 2. Be about 3 out of the 10 students that were surveyed. The next one says, use the dot plot to compare the total number of students surveyed to the ones with 4 siblings. So find the total number of students surveyed. That's 20. Divide the total number of students, which is 20, by the number of students with 4 siblings. So 4 people have 4 siblings. And then 20 divided by 4 would be 5. So 5 times as many students were surveyed than had 4 siblings. 5 times as many people were surveyed than had 4 siblings. 4 people had 4 siblings, 20 people were surveyed, that's 5 times as many. How many more students had 3 or more siblings, let me circle that, than the students who had less than 3 siblings? So let's see, how many had 3 or more siblings? So 3 or more would be 6, because 6 people had 3, it'd be 4, 0, and 1. So altogether that would be 11 students had less than 3 siblings. So I'm going to go less than 3. That doesn't include 3, but it's less. So that'd be 3, 3, and 3, which would be 9. So how many more students had 3 or more, which would be 11 siblings, than the students who had less than 3? So 2 more. So these are the type of questions you would have to answer with a dot plot. So not only are you going to have to understand what a dot plot looks like and how to analyze it, you're going to have to use that information to answer any questions they may give you. Now I talked about a bar graph. So here we go, let's talk about a bar graph. So once again, bar graphs are used to compare categories. Here your categories are the favorite dessert. So it could be yogurt, cake, pudding, fruit, ice cream. Before I even look at the questions, what I'm going to do is analyze my bar graph. So right here and there, I'm going to go ahead and look, for example, I know 5 people chose pudding. I'm going to look for those easy ones. 10 people chose cake. Let's go with 12 people here. That's 20. That's probably, let's say, 17. Now, from there I can I think that's 18. Sorry. From there I can find my total by adding them all up. So I can do 20 plus 18 plus 12 plus 10 plus 5. And from there I want to think, okay, 18 and 12 is 30. 20 and 10 is 30, and then I have 5. So that's 30, 60, 5. So 65 would be my total. So 65 people was the total who actually voted on their favorite dessert. Use the bar graph to compare the total number of students surveyed to the ones who chose cake as their favorite dessert. So the total number of students surveyed, which is 65, to the ones who chose cake. How many chose cake? 10. Okay. Write a ratio that compares the number of students who chose ice cream as their favorite dessert to the number of students who chose pudding as their favorite dessert. Fraction, decimal, and percent. Okay, so ice cream was 20 and pudding was 5. So ratio and then a fraction would be 20 over 5, which we could 4 over 1. And a decimal, well, 20 over 5 would be 4. And a percent. Okay, so and then interpret its meaning. The 20 was ice cream, and the 1 was pudding. So basically, for every 4 people that chose ice cream, 1 person's going to choose pudding. Or for every 20 people that choose ice cream, 5 people choose pudding. Compare the number of students who chose fruit and yogurt to the total number surveyed. Fruit and yogurt. So fruit was 18, yogurt was 12. That would be 30 to the total number surveyed. Be 65. And then we could divide by 5, 6, 10, 13. So about half the people, a little bit less than half the people chose fruit and yogurt compared to the other ones. Compare the number of students who chose pudding and fruit, so pudding and fruit, to those who chose ice cream and yogurt. Pudding and fruit. So pudding was 5 and fruit was 18, so that's 23. Ice cream and yogurt would be 20 plus 12, which would be 32. So it'd be 23 to 32, or you could do 23 for 32. So I'm pretty sure you knew all how to do all this, but I just wanted to give you some ideas of what you would be up against with bar graphs and dot plots.